Her designs enhance everyday life, a way for females to live out their fashion fantasies, which makes a great viewing for guys like me. She's also someone who takes pride in claiming to be a closet pan eater. Clueless about who I'm talking about? Well, stick around because she's up next. Being part of 4 of the top fashion shows in India is no easy task. Whether it's her lineage or her affinity towards the region where the early Mughals descended from, Rehane's collection is known to have that Anatolian touch. And here she is to tell you all about Naqshband, her latest collection for the Lakme India Fashion Week.
Well, basically Naqshband is, it actually means, it's a sect of Sufis, which were called the Naqshbandi. For some odd reason, I kind of hit upon the name, and from that name we went into spiraling into, I would say, inspiration that is very reminiscent of that whole culture that lies between Turkey to North India. Because that's basically that's from where the movement starts, you know, the whole Sufi movement, the whirling dervishes, etc. So basically the whole collection is based on that type of feel.
Rehane is known in India and the Middle East for her short dresses, so her experimentation with a completely Indian look is a first for her. Like most Desi ladies, Rehane too is someone who believes that saris are meant forever.
I love doing saris, you know, my first love is doing dresses, but after dresses, or I would say on par with dresses, are saris. I just have so much fun doing them. Well, this time we have, since I'm doing an Indian collection, we are going to see at least 3 saris on the runway, and this is going to be one of them. It's a fabulous hand-woven Banarsi, and you can see that we've done some cut work on it. Very interesting cut work, and we've teamed it with a very high contrast velvet blouse. Just for your information, velvet is like one of the hotter fabrics of the moment. There's a lot of velvet happening, you know, not maybe whole chunks of it, but you see velvet throughout the collection.
Whether it's the Farsi pajamas that the noble ladies of Lucknow waltz around in, or the Jamewar shawls that form the fulcrum of the collection, there is something very old-time and opulent about Rehane's Naqshband.
Well, basically you see a lot of color throughout my collection. I mean, half the collection is very bright, it's vibrant. You have a lot of reds, a lot of indigos, you know, beautiful colors. And because of the Jamewar shawl, you see, basically the Jamewar shawl has these colors, so we've just kind of pulled the inspiration out from there. And the second half of the collection is all like milky white, camel, you know, beige, grays, maybe an occasional pink. So it starts very strong, and ends very soft.
The line is geared towards celebrating the festive season and has an array of versatile looks. But Rehane isn't quite done for the season yet. She's already busy putting together her next line for one of India's top fashion events.
In less than 30 days from today, I'm going to be showing my Will's Lifestyle collection in Delhi. It's called Love is in the Air. I think all my spring-summer collections always are love-centric, I don't know, for some odd reason. We're going to have a lot of my staple, you know, cocktail dresses, party dresses, but a little more bohemian than I generally have, because generally I do have a kind of sexy, young, fresh look, but this time we're going to go a little more boho, but maintain the whole fresh, young thing, which is always connected to the Rehane label.
Well, fashion is often believed to be the domain of damsels, but that's outdated thinking right there. Men are making their impact on the fashion scene in today's day and age, as you're about to find out. Say hello to Vivek Karunankaran and his timeless creations. The roots of his inspiration remain simple, tweaking the ordinary and transforming it into a modern contemporary statement. From styling for stars like Vikram, Ajit and Surya, to his evolving designs showcased in various fashion weeks, Vivek Karunankaran is a city-based designer whose creations are creating waves in the Indian fashion scene. So was fashion design something Vivek always wanted to do?
I've always been interested in fashion. I think the creative gene comes from my mom, but been inspired with many friends who were at NIFT and NIT at that point of time. That made me write all the entrance exams, engineering entrance exams, but then I made sure that I got through NIFT and I graduated in 2002. I won the Best Constructed Design Award, Collection Award, after which I started to work with i6 Fashions, where I was heading their creative team. After which I decided to further my knowledge of fashion by moving to another ambience. And Domus Academy in Milan was inviting. And before I left to Milan, I was at the British Council and I was going through the biography of Helmut Lang, a designer. And I figured that he started his career selling second-hand clothes, and that spur of moment I thought to myself and decided, why not do something?
Since then, there has been no looking back for both Weir and its designer. Vivek Karunankaran will showcase his autumn-winter collection at the Lakme Fashion Week on the 18th of September. So what inspired his latest line?
The collection is inspired by urban vagabonds. It's the story of a timeless wanderer through the spaces of time. If you look at the collection, you see a lot of tactile surfaces which is being created by treatments of the fabric in different ways. Just to show you a piece like this is a crop jacket. It's a silk jacket which has got surface detailing in the form of top stitching, little embroidery, eyelet, pin tuck, so far and so on. Yet, with so much happening on it, it seamlessly blends together and it's still very subtle in its appeal.
Vivek has used a palette of colors ranging from blacks and greys to crimsons and violets that blend seamlessly on washed two-tone silks, georgettes and satins. The collection has been in the making for a little over 2 months now, and Vivek's collection has evolved from uncomplicated simplicity to more drastic dramatic elements this time around.
We've done many dramatic pieces in the collection, of which this is one. If you see, there is a very interesting way in which we have combined two colors, the rose and olive coming together and create this texture. It is a beautiful, mitre dress with a double-end zipper, and the whole bubble has been reinterpreted in a different way. You have the bubble which is slightly, shorter in the front, and I think, can you just turn around, please? And it forms into scallops, and which is a slightly longer bubble. Now, the whole beauty of the garment is as dramatic as it is. If you see the construction, it's immaculate, and that, I guess, is the USP of the label.
Vivek's collection is also quite versatile, where individual pieces with their distinct aesthetic appeal can be matched together to create a complete ensemble. Accessorize wisely and add a little bit of jazz to your outfit, or choose the minimalist approach and stand out in a crowd with your understated elegance. Whatever you choose, Vivek's collection is bound to draw the envy of many. But at the end of the day, a style statement is simply not about adorning yourself with the most expensive fabrics or labeling yourself with brands. In my opinion, it's about being comfortable in what you wear, and I'm sure Vivek will agree with me on that. When we come back, we take a look at KC Nagarajan and his colorful creations.